Plants and Gardening. And today I'm going to be spinning the wheel, and whatever plant I land on, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips about that plant. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel, and we're going to spin it 3 times, and we'll see what we get first. Dragon fruit. Now, I just got this one in the mail, and it did turn out really good. And so with dragon fruit, it grows in tropical rainforests. So they're a cactus, yes, but they don't really necessarily like dry areas. They love water, but you have to have it well drained so it doesn't get soaked and soaked and soaked until it just dies and it can't take all that water. And so you really need them in a 20-gallon bucket, and that's what I keep mine in. And you can make a trellis out of, like, what I did is I took like a 2x4 wooden like a pole, I think. Not really, it's like more of like a rectangle, you know. And then I took a tomato stake and put it in the middle, and so it will or more like a tomato cage, I think. And it'll grow up through it like this, and it grows on trees in the wild. And so the one I have produces red flesh on the outside and then white on the inside. And so it likes warmer areas too. So during the winter, I'd suggest you put it in, if you have a greenhouse, put it in your greenhouse. And if you don't have that, take it indoors where it's heated. If it's heated in there, just make sure it gets good sunlight, and it will continue to grow. It has big flowers. And most of the time you want to, they bloom at night, and they go away in the morning. And so you really want to cross-pollinate them, because they don't get well pollinated by the bees as much, because they're such big flowers. And so you can just take a paintbrush, really, not a used paintbrush, but like a new paintbrush, and just like one of those little ones, and pat it off and get it into a little bowl or something that you have, like a little jar, and then take the brush and then put your brush in the pollen and put it on the stigma, which is the female part. And that's pretty much it for dragon fruit. And let's get on to the next spin. Lemons. Now, this is one of my favorites to grow, because they're very hardy. Well, this is my trees are Meyer lemons, and they're very hardy for where I live. I live in the middle USDA zones of 7B and 8A. I live right in the middle of that, and so they're hardy in zone 8A to zone 10, and so I can grow mine here fine. They're very hardy, they're nice, and I think it's perfect weather here, because I can pretty much grow most of my plants, and a couple of them I'm gonna have to put in the greenhouse that I'm gonna get. Let's see, they're very they like water. You can water them really good. Just make sure you're not watering them every single day, but when you are watering, make sure you water the fire out of them pretty much, because they like water, but they don't want it every single day. It is a good plant. They produce pretty big lemons, and the lemons on here are more sweet than, a little bit more sweeter than regular lemons. They're not so tart, but they are still tart. They are a mix between oranges and lemons, but it is definitely a lemon. Indefinitely, yes. Let's see. Let's get on to the next spin. Spearmint is one of my favorite plants to grow, because they grow so easily. You can take a branch of a spearmint and just cut it off, put it in the ground, and it'll grow roots. And so you can literally just take a cutting and just plant it anywhere, and you can have more spearmint, sorry. I was thinking of peppermint, but which I have in my garden over here. But they have very fragrant leaves, but I think that the stalks on them, like this right here, pretty much the vine of it has more smell to it. It's more fragrant, and You can pretty much use these for anything. You can put them in your tea. You can put them in extract. You can make extract out of them. And there's just so many uses for these. They're very easy to grow. They love to be watered. Just water them every day on shower mode if you have that on your hose. If you have one of those changing spigots like I have. And that's pretty much it for these. These are very simple plants to grow. You can pretty much put them on anything, and if you have a use for them. And I love them. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and check out my other videos, which are over here. And that's about it. And go ahead and check out my other channel, Jackson's Crafts. And thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.